We have studied all the basics of percentage. In this class, we'll start with the previous year questions. And these questions are mainly from your UPSC CDS, UPSC CAPF, and AFCAT exams. These are all previous year questions. We'll solve them one by one. Okay, so write down the first sum. A water pipe is cut into two pieces. The longer piece is 70% of the length of pipe by how much percentage is longer pipe longer than shorter pipe. By how much percentage is longer pipe longer than shorter pipe. Try this. If you don't get it, then I'll help you out. But try this. What you are able to see, you are able to see the whiteboard, right? By how much percentage is the longer pipe longer than shorter pipe? How much are you getting? How to solve this and how much you are getting? देखो, a water pipe is cut into two pieces basically. The longer piece is 70% of the length. So if we consider 100 as the length of the pipe, if we consider 100 as the length of the pipe, then 70%. What is 70% of 100? 70. This is the length of longer pipe. Yes or no? And what is the shorter pipe? Shorter pipe will be 30% because that will be the remaining part. 30% matlab kya? 30% is 30. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now they are asking you by how much percentage is longer pipe longer than shorter pipe. To which they are comparing? They are comparing it with shorter pipe. So that will come in the denominator. Shorter will come in the denominator. And they are asking the difference. By how much percentage? You have to find the difference into 100 percentage. This is your rule number 4. When we discuss, this is your rule number 4. What is rule number 4? Increase or decrease in value divided by initial value into 100 percentage. Here the difference was, what is the difference between 70 and 30? It is 40. 40 divided by, and to what they are comparing it with? They are comparing it with 30 because they are comparing it with shorter pipe into 100 percentage. Cancel the zeros. So your answer is 400 by 3 percentage. Getting this? $400 by 3 percentage.
Sir, shorter ಅಂದ್ರೆ 70% half ತಗೋಬೇಕನ್ sir?
70% ಯಾಕೆ half ತಗೋತೀವಿ?
2 pieces.
2 pieces. A water pipe is cut into 2 pieces. 2 piece ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 2 piece ಒಳಗೆ longer piece 70% ಐತಿ. Shorter piece 30% ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಉಳ್ಕಿ shorter piece ಹಾಕೈತಿಲ್ಲ.
ಹಾ sir.
Let us imagine there is a pipe. If we cut it, now we have 2 pieces. They are telling you the longer version had 70% of the length and shorter version had 30%. Okay?
Yes, okay.
Okay, let's move on to the next question. Write the next question. M% of M plus N% of N is equal to 2% of M into N. Then what percentage of M is N? Then what percentage of M is N? These are all your previous year questions. Try to solve this. Very easy sum actually. What I have told you, whenever they say what percentage of M, the word after of will come in the denominator always. So we have to find the ratio of, if we take n, what is the value of m? How will we do this? We'll start with our equation.
Yes, sir.
What is that equation they have given? M% of m plus n% of n is equal to
Equal to
2% of m cross n.
m
Yeah, m percentage can be written as m by 100
by
into
100.
m plus n by 100 into n plus 2 by 100 into mn. Yes or no? Now, if I take the LCM as 100, 100 will get cancelled everywhere. This m into m will become what? M square. N into n will become n square. 100 will be the LCM. Here it will be 2mn divided by 100. 100 and 100 will get cancelled. What we are left with? We are left with m square plus n square minus 2mn is equal to 0. If I take this 2mn on this side, then it will become what? M square plus n square minus 2mn is equal to 0. Getting this?
Yes, sir.
Now this m square plus n square minus 2mn is nothing but what? M minus n the whole square, which is
Whole
equal to
square.
0. Or m minus n is equal to 0. Or m is equal to n. Getting this? Now they are asking you what percentage of m is n. Matlab basically they are asking you n upon m. What will be n upon m? N upon m into 100%. As n and m are both equal, we can cancel them. So our answer is 100%. Getting this? When they ask you in such cases, what percentage of one variable is in terms of other variable, you have to first find the fraction. This is what we found. We have to find the fraction first. This part. This part. We have to find this part first. Once you get that part, we can easily carry out the operation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's solve a few more. This kind of sum, we are saying it very regularly. A person could save 10% of his income, but 2 years later, when his income increased by 20%. 2 years later, when his income increased by 20%, he could save the same amount only as before by how much percentage as his expenditure increased. By how much percentage as his expenditure increased. Try this. How to solve this? How is your income spent usually? Your income is spent in two ways. One is you will save it, one will go into savings, and one more will go into expenditure.
Expenditure.
Yes or no? So if, let us say, if the income was earlier, if the income was 100 rupees. Okay. Otherwise, let's see 1 second. Okay. If his income is 100 rupees, a person could save how much? 10% of his income. What is 10% of 100? What is 10% of 100? 10. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If 10 was the savings, 90 was his expenditure. Understanding what we are doing here? Income is equal to what? Savings plus expenditure. If his
Expenditure.
income was 100, his savings was 10 because it is 10%. They have given in the question itself as 10%. So his expenditure is what? 90.
90.
But 2 years later, what happened to his income? His income increased by 20%. Matlab from 100, it became 20% extra. What is 20% more of 100? 120? Getting this?
Yes, sir.
120?
Yes, sir.
He could save the same amount. He is saving how much? He is saving the same amount. Matlab he is saving 10 rupees only. So his expenditure is how much? 110. Getting this, what we did here? Income is equal to savings plus expenditure. If his income becomes 120, but his savings did not change. His savings was same amount. Same amount matlab 10 rupees only. His expenditure became how much? 110. Getting this? Now we have old expenditure and we also have new expenditure. They are asking by how much percentage has his expenditure increased. What formula we will use? We'll use the change in value divided by initial value into 100% formula. What is the change in value? 110 minus 90. What is 110 minus 90? 20 divided by initial value is how much? 90 into 100 percentage. So 0 and 0 get cancelled. 2 by 9 is how much? What is 2 by 9? What is 1 by 9? 1. Yes, 1 by 9 we discussed in the last class. It is 11.11. So 2 by 9 will be 22.22. Getting this, what we did here? We'll move to the next question. Okay. This was a very good question. This was also asked in CDS. Take down the question. 20% of a number. 20% of a number when added to 20 becomes the number itself. Then the number is, your options are 20, 25, 50 and 80. Try this. This is a very easy question.
Answer 25, sir.
25. How to solve this? The question actually says 20% of a number when added to 20 becomes the number itself. Matlab 20% of a number. We don't know the number. Let's call it as x. When we
Yes.
add this to 20, when added to 20 becomes the number itself. That is x. Getting this? Whatever the sentence is given, try to write it in mathematical form. That's your first clue. 20% of a number when added to 20 becomes x. So 20% matlab kya? 20 by 100 into x plus 20 is equal to x. Yes or no? Or 1 by 5x plus 20 is equal to x. Or 20 is equal to x minus 1 by 5 into x. If I take x as common, I will be left with 1 minus 1 by 5. What is 1 minus 1 by 5? 20 is equal to x into 4 by 5. 4 ones are
5.
4 5s are. X is equal to how much? 5 5s are 25. This is one method. One more method is use your options. How to use your options? 20% of a number. Let us consider the number as 20 itself. What is 20% of 20? 10% of 20 is 2. So 20% will be how much? 4. If I add 4 to 20, how much I'll get? I'll get 24. What is the thing they are asking? They are asking we should get the number back. We should get the same number. So we'll go for next option. That is 25. How to solve for 25? What is 20% of 25? 10% is 2.5. I have told you how to find out 10% also. Whenever you are finding 10%, from the right side, leave a digit and place a decimal. So this is 10%. 20% is into 2. So how much is 20%? 5. So if I
5.
add 5 plus 20, how much I am getting? I am getting 25.
25.
So what we assumed with respect to option B is correct. You can always use your options. Okay. Let's try one more. Try this. This is a very easy question. I think you can manage this. A's salary was increased. A's salary was increased by 40%. A's salary was increased by 40%. And then decreased by 20%. And then decreased by 20%. On the whole, A's salary is increased by. You think you can manage this? How to solve this? This is very easy actually. This is the easiest of all the questions. Which formula we have to use?
Net effect, sir.
Net effect. Yes, correct. We have to use plus or minus x plus or minus y plus or minus x into plus or minus y divided by 100. His salary was increased first. So increase matlab positive. Plus 40. Decrease matlab minus 20. Plus finally 40 minus 20 divided by 100. 40 minus 20 is 20. Cancel this 0 and this 0. Cancel this 0 and this 0. 4 minus 2 is 4 into minus 2 is 8. So 20 minus 8 is 12%. So his salary is increased by totally 12%. Getting this? This was an easy question. Let's do one very recent question. This was asked in your 2020 exam. Try this. If the annual income of X is 20% more than that of Y. If annual income of X is 20% more than that of Y, then the income of Y is less than that of X by P percentage. What is the value of P? Think you can solve this?
Sir, 16%.
16 point how much? Or exactly 16?
16 or
16 only 16? Which formula you have to use? We have to use X upon 100 plus or minus
100.
X into 100 percentage. So now we have to use this formula. Here x is how much? X is given by 20 and it is
20
increasing. Yes or no? So we have to take
uh,
plus. So the
plus
answer
1.
will be 20 upon 100 plus 20 into 100 percentage. 20 upon 120
1.
into 100 percentage. 0 and 0 will get cancelled. 2 ones are 2 6. What is 1 by 6? 16.66.
16 point.
Okay, let's take one more. Let's take something which is related to ratios. So what I'm doing here is we are trying to do all kind of different variety of sums. Okay, so we are not sticking with one kind of basic sums. I'll do at least 50. I've solved 7, 8 now. Okay, let's start with your sums. We'll take one ratio related sum. This is a little bit different. So let's start this. The train fare and bus fare. What is the meaning of fare? Fare means price between two stations is in the ratio 3:4. If the train fare increases by 20% and bus fare increases by 30%, then what is the ratio between revised train fare and revised bus fare? Try to read the question properly and try to write everything in mathematical form if you can. Whenever you get something in the ratio form, try to write it in some hundreds. We'll assume that in 100. If it is what? 3:4, I can take it as anything. What is the meaning of ratio being 3:4? Ratio is 3:4. It can be anything. It can be 30:40. It can be 300:400. Anything. But for our calculation purpose, let's take a smaller number. So if the ratio is 3:4, I'll take them as 30 and 40. Getting this? Two ratios, 30 and 3:4 is what? 30 and 40. If the train fare, what is 30 here? This is train fare and this is bus fare. So train fare is 30 and bus fare is 40. If the train fare is increased by 20%, by how much percentage we are increasing it? We are increasing it by 20%. So what is 20% of 30? How will you calculate? 10% is how much? From the right side, leave one number and place a decimal. So 10% is 3,
6.
20% will be 6. Yes or no? So 30
Yes, sir.
plus 6 will be 36. Train fare is increased by how much? 20%. And bus fare is increased by how much? 30%. Yes or no? So bus fare is increased by 30%. What is 30% of 40? 10% is how much? 4.
Yes, sir.
So 30% will be 12. What is the
Mhm.
value now? 40 plus 12 is 52. Getting this? These are what? These both are revised. These are revised fares. So what we have to find? We have to find the ratio. The question is find the ratio between them. So 36 divided by 52. Cancel out something. If we can cancel out things, 4 9s are 36, 4 13s are. So what is the ratio? 9 by 13. Getting this? Very easy, different kind of sum, but I think you can at least solve it when we get very similar sums. Whenever we get ratios, we'll assume the numbers because that's the easiest way to solve sums. So the ratio is given in the form of 3:4. So we took it as 30 and 40. Take one more. I think you can solve this. Try this. If the price of wheat increases by 25%, then by how much percent must a man reduce his consumption in order to keep his budget same as before. Try this. I think you can manage this. to solve this? This is again same formula. X upon 100 plus or minus X into 100 percentage. Here X is 25. 25 divided by increase. So we have to take 100 plus 25 into 100. What is 100 plus 25? 100 plus 25 is 125. So 25 ones are 25. 5s are. What is 1 by 5? 1 by 5 is 20 percentage. Getting this? Very easy kind of sum. Solve a different kind of sum. This was the next question was asked in 2020 paper. So nowadays we are getting very realistic kind of questions. Matlab, we don't get imaginary questions. These are very close to reality. In a hostel, the rent per room. In a hostel, the rent per room is increased by 20 percentage. If the number of rooms in the hostel is also increased by 20 percentage, and the hostel is always full. Then what is the percentage change in total collection at the cash counter? How to solve this? If we wanted to calculate total money from something, let us say any hostel for that matter, how will you calculate the hostel rent? Number of rooms into rent per room. Yes or no? So if there are 10 rooms and each room rent is 5,000, how much is the collection? 50,000. Yes or no?
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
this is very similar to your area is equal to length into breadth. Same concept actually. Here collection is equal to what? Number of rooms into rent. Let us say originally it was 100 and 100. Let us imagine it as 100 and 100. So hostel rent is increased by how much? Hostel rent is increased by 20%. Yes or no? So we can, from 100 it will become how much? 120.
120,
And number of rooms is also increased from 100 to
120,
120. 100 into 100 is 10,000.
10,000,
Yes or no? 120 into 120 is 144.
144,
Yes or no? So 14,400. What is the difference between these two? Difference between these two is, we have to use which formula? Delta upon initial value into 100%.
100,
Delta is 4,400 divided by initial value is how much? 10,000 into 100%. You cancel these two zeros, cancel these two zeros, cancel these two zeros, and cancel these two zeros. We are left with how much? 44%.
4,
Getting this?
yes.
Very easy kind of question. Let's solve one final question before we end today's session. We have solved at least 10, 12 sums. Solve all the PIQs. I have told you CDS, PIQs. If you are writing AFCAT also, solve this book. This book is very good. PIQs, Disha publication. Disha publications, last 16 years book. Last 16 years book. This is very important book. Try to solve everything from that book itself. Okay. Let's take one last. X, Y, and Z are three numbers such that X is 30% of Z and Y is 40% of Z. If X is P percentage of Y, then what is the value of P? Then what is the value of P? How to solve this? Try to solve this on at least. They are comparing both the numbers with Z. So I'll take Z as 100. If I take Z as 100, then it is what? X is 30% of Z. X is 30% of Z. So X
That
will be how much? 30?
30.
And Y is 40% of Z.
40%.
What is 40% of Z? 40. Isn't it? Then finally X is P percentage of Y. They are comparing X and Y. We have to find X by Y. What is X by Y? X by Y is how much? 30 by 40 into 100% because we are supposed to find percentage. 0 and 0 will get cancelled. What is 3 by 4 in percentage? What is 1 by 4 in percentage? 1 by 4 is 25%. So 3 by 4 will be how much? 75%. Getting this? Okay. Let's take one more question before we wind up. I think you can solve this when price rises by 12%. If the expenditure is to be same, what is the percentage of consumption to be reduced? What is the percentage of consumption to be reduced? Try this. What formula we have to use? We have to use x upon 100 plus or minus x into
10%.
Huh?
10.
10%? I don't think so. X is given as how much? 12. As the price rises, so it will be what? 100 plus 12. What is 100 plus 12? 112 into 100%. Find out the value. solve this. 4 3s are, yes or no? 4 2s are 8 and 3 is the remainder, 32 ho gaya. So it will be 28. So the answer is 3 by 28 into 100%. What is 1 by 28?
3.57.
Huh? 3.57.
3.5.
Yes, so 3.57 into 3. What is 3.57 into 3? It will be 10 point something. I think it will be 10.5. 10.5 or 10.6 or 10.7. That will be our answer. Getting this? How we are solving all these kind of questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay then. Chalo, with this we have completed your percentage. I have solved previous year questions, but this is not enough. I'm telling you, go to your Disha publication book. Solve, if possible, solve all the sums. Okay. Tomorrow, I think we will start with profit and loss. Very important chapter. Start with that. Okay. So, thank you guys.